Symbolism is an object that stands for itself and a greater idea. Symbolism is when the author uses an object or a reference to add a deeper meaning to a certain story. So it helps us to understand the what's happening in the story. So that's why the writer uses the symbolism. So there's some pictures of which are examples of symbolism. So there's a you can see on the screen there are different pictures. There's a picture of heart, the picture of roses. So basically, these are the symbol and representing the certain things. So the flag, you can see the Pakistani flag. So moving towards the purpose of symbolism. Symbolism is used and provide meaning to the writing beyond that is actually being described. So a symbol can enhance a theme. So it adds, as I said, it adds the meaning in the certain thing in the certain story. So or idea, or we can say a character also. So, talking about the objects, these objects are often used and symbolize something else. A chain can symbolize the coming together of some between the two things. It shows the relationships of the certain two things. So these are the few examples that a river can represent the flow of the life. It's also in can be used in the sense of a symbolization. We can relate a river can with the flow of life, or its depth may also represent the unknown. The water might be purity, and there could be dangers beneath the surface. So in literature, symbols are full of meanings, and are used to develop the uh, a complete atmosphere in the text. So there are some examples: a storm occurring when there is a conflict, or there's something high emotions. Uh, Transition from the day to night, and moving from goodness to evil. And these sort of things can represent all the symbolization in terms of its usage in the literature. So these are different examples which are also shown on the screen. These are the example how symbolism has is being used in the literature. So there are some films, pictures, Harry Potter and Star Wars, Lord of Rings. We can say how the symbolism has been applied in the literature through these films or movies. So symbolism is in secret sharer how it is used in this story. We will see the first symbol is the captain's hat. As the captain and Leggett sneak through the ship towards Leggett's escape, when the captain puts his white floppy hat on Leggett's head, and he realizes he'll need something to protect the other man. So when he's protect from the sun when he gets on the land. So after Leggett drops from the ship, and captain orders his you know sorry read when his after the Leggett drops from the ship, and captain orders his crew to redirect the ship away from the dangerous shoreline, and the captain is not sure if the ship is making its move toward safety. So, he visioned some kinds of the dark water, and his hat, a white hat, and believes it marks where Leggett dropped into the water. The ship is clearly moving away from the hat, and it is saving the mark of the eyes. And this all scenario is in the captain's thinking. It's in the captain's mind. So the hat not only marks where his friends dropped into the water, presumably on his way to safety, but it also reassures the captain that the risky maneuver and he made with the ship is working, and he and his crew are safely on their way. So basically, the color of that the color of that hat is often used as a symbol of light. It's white, and it's also can be we can relate it to the light. When I said light, I meant the purity or innocence, and sometimes represents a successful beginning of something. The hat can be read as a symbol of both safety for the crew and legate, and a new beginner for the both captain and legate. So a second symbolism which is used in this story is scorpion. Early in the story, when the captain describes how his first mate liked to account to himself for practically everything that came his way, a scorpion somehow gets into the mate's cabin, and then he starts to puzzle over how the scorpions got on the board. He just kind of panic, and he at that time he is in his cabin and drown itself in a ink well. Scorpion live and dry. So this ship is keeps waiting in at sea, and would hardly make sense of Scorpion to seek out. So Conrad uses the Scorpion as a symbol of danger. The symbol of Scorpion in this story is a reference to the danger and something dangerous somehow getting onto the ship where it doesn't belong. So the Scorpion clearly foreshadows the arrival of fugitive legate who doesn't belong on the ship and has escaped from his own ship because he's accused of murdering a shipmate. So the third symbol is which is used in this story is the captain's suit. When the captain lets Leggett aboard the ship, he goes to his stateroom to get Leggett some clothing. So he goes there and for bringing some clothes for the Leggett, and he brings him a gray stripped sleeping suit. So it seemed it is the same kind of suit that Captain himself is wearing, and turns out to be the right size. So as they further on, they talk about the captain notices that the ghostly gray of my sleeping suit on the legate, and he feels that he had been faced by my own reflection in the depth of somber and immense mirror. So legate wears the sleeping suit, and during his entire stay on the ship, the captain also wears his sleeping suit frequently during the both the day and the night. So, to hammer home the connection between Leggett and the captain, Conrad portrays them as not only looking familiar but also wearing the same clothing. It is also a uniform for the particular individual isolation. So, the ghostly gray suits suggest an spirit-like appearance, and also references to the moral and legal and legal uncertainty of man's actions. So that was all. Thank you so much.